So I don't know, looking there, whether it is closed. Looks like it might be, unfortunately. They have precaution signs here. It says for sanitisation and fumigation, access. I don't know whether permanecera is permanent and closed. Por su comprensión, gracias. So, for your cooperation, thank you. Like I say, I don't know whether that's like a temporary or a permanent thing, really, or whether it's just that particular entrance you can't go up. So it seems a bit, all the places that are closed on Google seem to have like a listing saying temporarily closed, but this says it's open till 5. So I'm confused. It looks like a really nice castle as well, so it'd be a shame not to be able to head up there. The castle is on this hill that's obscured by all these trees, and it's looking less and less likely as I walk around that we're actually going to be able to go up and have a look. I think the only road to it, I thought there might be more than one, but I think the only road to it was the one that the police were guarding and had taped off. So, but I don't know, to me it's like you can get, like, I can go up like the observation decks here, I can go to some museums, like I went to that art one the other day, and yet some of them you can't go to. Like, I don't understand the logic behind opening some but not all. Surely if they're not all safe enough to open, none of them should be open, unless they're just maybe doing a staggered phased in thing. Maybe the surfaces in the castle are older and therefore they can't keep cleaning them like they can in some of the other museums. Maybe it's something to do with that. I literally have no idea. There might be a reason, there might be a valid reason, I just, you know, can't come up with it. But surely like this is no more busy than, I don't know, Chichen Itza, for example, and you can still visit there. I know that, I suppose that's outdoors, but you know, there's no real social distancing going on there. People wearing masks, hand gel, temperature checks, completely get that. But surely like the castle isn't going to be any more dangerous than going up the tower the other day when we had those amazing views over Mexico City. So I'm completely like confused and flabbergasted by it. Like, I don't know why we can't go up. And like you say, there's some of the bigger museums here, or some of the museums that are rated more highly on websites like TripAdvisor, are just shut for whatever reason, and this castle seems to be one of those casualties, unfortunately.
And with no way of getting into the castle, I left the park and headed back onto the city streets.
We're in the beautiful Mexico City today, doing a bit of exploring. A lot of the museums and quite a few of the attractions are closed, so I'm on the hunt to find stuff that's actually open. I know of a museum kind of in that direction over there that's apparently open today, so go there now. I've just been to the castle, that was shut, but hopefully this next place will actually be open and I'll be able to show you a little more. I'm also on the hunt for somewhere for lunch, preferably just like a little street food vendor, but I'm guessing around here places are going to be mucho dinero, a lot of money. So this is like the built up posh area of the city. I'm guessing it's the financial district because there's a few banks knocking around. You've got HSBC up there, BBVA behind me, we've even got a Ritz-Carlton straight ahead, so you can tell there's some money in this area. I'm guessing it's probably one of the safer areas as well. It's certainly really nice. You've got these cool painted skulls dotted around everywhere, artwork like this, and straight ahead of me you've got the Angel of Independence, big statue and fountain, so I'm just about to go and have a look at that now. So here is the Ángel de la Independencia, Angel of Independence, a famous statue to commemorate Mexico's independence from Spain. Unfortunately at the moment it looks like it's undergoing some work. There's loads of scaffolding around it and it's cordoned off with a big blue barrier, so can't get any closer than this, but I suppose at least you can see the angel at the top and you've got a half decent view of it, even if it is obstructed. I'm going to head down that way now onto the next museum, and hopefully that one will actually be open. Oh my god, I've just found here, you've got Shake Shack. Now, for those of you who don't know, I love Shake Shack. It's probably the best fast food you can get. And I don't just say that because I own shares in them. However, you can't usually find them in many places. They're usually only in major cities across the world. So at home, the closest Shake Shack I think is in London, and they got 2 or 3. I don't know why they don't bring any up north, because I think it will make a killing. My favourite thing on the menu in there is the frozen custard. So at some point, I'm going to have to go in and get some frozen custard, because Shake Shack is unbelievable. I decided to come. I'm just going to get some frozen custard, which they call concrete in here. I just usually had it plain, no toppings or anything, and I'm just waiting in the queue now to go in, so just a couple of minutes to wait. And here it is, frozen custard time. If you've never had Shake Shack frozen custard before, it is unbelievable. It's like ice, it's like the smoothest ice cream you could imagine. No lumps of anything, no ice. It's literally just like so smooth. It's literally like eating silk. Unbelievable. And it tastes so good as well. Hopefully this time, when I say I'm on to this museum, I'll actually end up going there. But you never know, we'll see what we find down the road.
On my walk, I got to sample some of the city's finest architecture, although I will get to see CDMX's pièce de résistance a little later on.
This must be one of the busiest roads for traffic in the city. Absolutely insane. Good thing there's this bridge to cross over, because I think even if you took your chances here, you'd have to be pretty lucky to get across this road unscathed. I could have got the metro to get a lot closer to the museum that I'm going to, but if I'm being honest with you, I quite like just walking around cities, just having a nosy at different neighbourhoods and stuff. And obviously if I got the metro, I would have missed out on this. I did want to try the metro, hence why I got it before, but yeah, just thought I'd have a little walk around and see what else is in the city. This is where I should come for some street food. That smells unbelievable. Yeah, there's plenty going on around here. Just ended up going to Subway, just couldn't see anywhere. Just thought, fuck it, I'll go and get a Subway sandwich. Quick and easy, got that. Then again, I suppose I might not have seen the frozen custard if I'd have just come straight this way. So, seen the frozen custard, seen the Shake Shack and got the frozen custard, so not the end of the world. You can get street food on the other days. I've had plenty already, but it's so good because it's cheap, it's tasty, and you can just pick it up quickly, eat it and go. Just dead convenient as well. Probably about half an hour away walking. It's literally just straight up from here, and I know when I see it because the building that it's in is very distinctive, so it's not one that's, you know, I'm going to easily miss. I think just across the road here we have the Corona Brewery, because there's a massive Corona sign over there and a big crown there which is on their like logo. I don't know if you can see the sign from here. I'll walk up a little bit, just through the trees, just on my finger. I wonder if they do tours. I mean, probably not at the moment, but generally on a normal year, I wonder if that's something that they do. There's the entrance there across the road. Cerveceria Modelo. Don't know why I sounded Russian when I said that. Yeah, there you go. So you can see the Corona sign, the crown, and the entrance. I mean, that's the kind of thing that if I didn't walk around, I'd completely miss out on. So I'm glad that I saw that. But you've got to wonder how much they've actually suffered because of this. Because I remember in the beginning when people were like clearing shop shelves down the beer aisle, everything was empty, yet Corona was always just sat there on its own, and you just think it's mad how people think, oh, coronavirus, Corona beer, I'm not drinking that anymore, can't be done. And yet you come here, everyone drinks it anyway. But obviously internationally it's probably done quite a bit of damage to the brand, and I know the shares fell, but it's just mad how unfortunate they've been that their beer has the same name as the virus that's pretty much shut down the world over the past few months.
I finally arrived at my destination and it was impressive.
So we've got this nice little train track. And then over here, we've got our next stop, Birmingham Selfridges. No, it's not really, it's Museo Soumaya. I can't actually remember what's inside. I just remember it was one of the top rated attractions and I put it on the itinerary. So here we are. It does look like the Selfridges building in Birmingham though, if you've ever seen that before. Almost a spitting image. In fact, I've never properly visited Birmingham, only passed through it or gone for football. I've never actually gone to visit the city itself, but this looks pretty impressive. So I'm hoping this one is actually open and I can finally get something checked off the old itinerary. Just saw a couple of people go in, which is a good sign. So let's see. There's people on the doors. This is looking good. Look at that. Wow. Pretty impressive. Gracias. So it is a gallery. Basically an art gallery, which isn't my favourite thing to do, but it's something to do, and the building's really cool. But yeah, maybe they'll have some cool pieces. We'll have to go and check it out. And the way it works, you get in the elevator, top floor, and then work your way down, I think. So we're heading to here right now, cellar 5. I mean, if art's your thing, this is probably really good. Because there's lots of works of art in here. And there's lots to see. I mean, like, that's really nice and I can appreciate stuff like that. But it's not as interesting to me as like history. You know, I prefer learning more about the place. I'd rather go to the Anthropological Museum and learn more about Mexican history than something like this. I mean, there are some exceptions where I'd make a special visit to go to a gallery like the Louvre in Paris, for example. I make an exception to go there because that's like a world-renowned art gallery, but I wouldn't say this is. It does have a lot of nice pieces in here. And like I say, if art is your thing, by all means, add this to your itinerary because it's pretty jam-packed.
Following my jaunt around the gallery, I headed over the road to a shopping mall to have a little nosy and then began the mile or so walk to the nearest metro stop.
I think this is like the flash residential area of town. I think this is where the rich people live. I think that's where they work, where I was before with all the tall skyscrapers. I think this is where they come and rest and relax after work. I just passed a shopping mall back there. It had stuff like Louis Vuitton, Hermes, all those fancy shops in. So I'm guessing you wouldn't have that close to somewhere that people don't have money in. And some of the places around here do look quite nice, or got balconies all overlooking this nice green space. So I reckon, yeah. I reckon this, I think it's called Polanco. I reckon this is like the rich neighbourhood.
Once I arrived, I bought a ticket and boarded the train back to my hotel. After a couple of hours of chill time, I headed out for my evening meal and got to try something I've really been looking forward to this whole trip.
So to start, I've got what's called a hibachi. I don't really know how to describe it. Just like a load of spicy sauce with, looks like chicken and chorizo. It's kind of like I don't know if it's like a long tortilla or some sort of bread with like chicken, cheese, bit of onion and chorizo on top. Yeah, it's interesting. And the churros have just come, but they don't have dip in chocolate. They have like chocolate in them. I don't know if that's just how they do them here or whether I've ordered the wrong thing. Quite possibly ordered the wrong thing, but never mind. Let's give the hibachi a go anyway. It tastes similar. It's like a bit like an open quesadilla, just like soaked in sauce, really. Get a bit of red sauce this time, so just like green sauce.
Red sauce defo a bit more spicy, a bit more of a kick to it. Overall, yeah, nice. I just don't think it needs to be soaked in as much sauce, but it's what I ordered, so quite like it. Yeah, it's good. Here we are, time for the main event of the evening. Unbelievable, man. Like, obviously don't need dipping chocolate if it's got chocolate on it, but this is no worse than the regular stuff. That's really nice. It's funny because at home, churros are like, you get them off, say, a Christmas market, which is typically where you would get them. It's like £4 for one of these, but here I think each one was just under £1, like 90p or something. Unbelievable, unbelievable value. Tastes so good as well. Mate, heaven, absolute heaven.
It's 165 pesos, which is just over £6 for all that food and a Coke Light. And over here they don't give like the tiny little glass bottles like they do in Europe. They're like actual decent sized ones, so you even get value for money there. I mean, all that for £6. Cannot complain. The prices here are just boss.
The next day will be a big one, so big that it will be getting multiple vlogs. You know what that means, right? Get subscribing so you're notified when they go live. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.